Hi guys, welcome back to our video again. So today in this video we want to swap out the rubber tube with a steel braided one. So we have brought one basic one to replace to improve the brake efficiency. We are also replacing the front one because I don't know this is leakage or whatnot, because generally it's different color. So OCD lah, I would want it to be a set, so we will change it. So first off, to start off, we need to remove this cover in order to access the real brake fluid reservoir, which is somewhere here. We took off the seat and then you gotta unbolt all this and take out the side cover. So we can see that the brake reservoir is inside here. I don't understand why it's hidden inside. It makes maintenance slightly more challenging. Okay, first we have to bleed the brake. So put a cloth around here because the brake fluid is quite damaging to the paint. So protect your bike. And then next we open up the rubber boot. They call it the nipple. Then you will see this bleeder. Then after you can just plug this pipe, this tube into the bleeder hose, and then use something to capture the fluid. Okay, I will always take this up onto the holder because I don't want it to. And then we just break open this, and then we just step on the pedal to create the pressure. Create the pressure, and then you will see it pumping out. So it's drawing out slowly, and you can see this reservoir is drying up. Okay, more or less done. We will remove this cap. Then you can tell that the brake fluid is not good. It's black. Okay, now we gotta break open this brake hose. So this is the rubber brake hose that comes stock when you purchase a bike, and they usually last about first few years, and then subsequently basically rubber is elastic, so it doesn't hold pressure very well. Okay, so we broke this open. We probably should wear a glove. Okay, we took out the banjo bolts. They look okay, so we just clean them up. So now we will take out this brake hose. Okay, so there's a holder here that holds it in place. You're gonna remove this. Okay. And I'm not sure whether we need to reuse this, but we will put on the brake line and then see how. And then now we gotta use this new brake hose and to find our way to feed it in. Okay, the sequence is this: the washer, the banjo bolt, okay, like that. And we put it in place. Okay, hand tighten, because you don't want to make any mistake and strip the bolt or run off the track. So the reel is done. So this part should be more or less like that, so it won't run out of place. So the rubber boot should hold here, and then now we move back to the top where the master pump is. Okay, same thing, the banjo boot, the washer. Okay, so we identify the orientation and then just put it in place. Then we are ready to feed the oil back to the system. Okay, first off we need to open up this cap. Okay, the rectifier is in the way, so we will move this a little bit. So we have loosened this part, so we can open this up without moving the rectifier. So we managed to take it out. So this is the rubber boot and then the cap. So just clean it a little bit. We inspect here. Okay, probably we will clean up here as well. Thing is more or less set, so we need to fill up the oil and then flush it. There's two ways you can do it: from here back up with a syringe. You just need to pump it in, or you can use this gravity feed to pour here and then use your manual pedal to pump it back to the rail. Okay, so we attach the hose back and then loosen the bleeder. Hold the cup here to collect the oil. Once you see no bubble coming out, you should be more or less to go. The reason why we do this is because you can see how filthy the oil is. So just don't want the bad oil to be remain here since we are flushing. So we say that the brake fluid is quite corrosive, so you need to really cover up all the painted areas so to prevent the drippage from damaging any paints or surface of the parts. So more or less we are done with the protective measure, and now we can pull in this. Okay, we see some air bubbles coming out. Okay, we gotta give it a few pumps. Let's see whether it's going down. Dirty oil is coming out. Okay, just take note that this should not go under the lowering line. So if it's low now, you will need to top it up. And then continue the pumping action. Okay, after a few pumps, we tighten this. So we more or less see it's quite clear. So just want to double check. Okay, make sure this is tightened. And then put it back in place and then try it out. Okay, and then we will top this up all the way to the upper line. Something like that will be good enough. So we will put the cover back. We make a mistake, we forgot that there's this boot, and inside of the boot is actually hollow. If you put near the upper line, basically you're overfilling it already. So what we need to do now is to take out some of the oil using the syringe. We put the rubber boot back and see how it levels up. Still a lot. Gotta draw a little bit more. Okay, a little bit 2 liter now. We managed to get the right amount, and what we need to do now is to close this cap back. Just make sure the orientation is correct. Okay, we cover the cover back and then tighten the bolt. Okay, don't need to be like super tight until you gotta break the seal kind. It's just tight enough, good enough. So just don't want air to leak in or water to seep in. So now we will tighten this bolt back in place. Okay, so same thing, don't need to be super tight, just hand tighten will do so it doesn't move around. Okay, one down, one more to go. So now we'll work on the front brake. Okay, I think we can change this brake line without removing the cover. But however, since we are here already, I will remove the cover and see what's inside, how it looks like. And it's also easier for you to reroute the brake line. So now all the 4 bolts are removed. So it basically just, so this is how it looks like. So this part we might need to remove, and then we will clean up here a little bit. You can see some of the wires are not tapping into place. I guess it's the daytime running light. I don't know. Maybe we need to investigate how this thing works, because I see 1, 2 not tap in. Wow, you see, so dirty, so dirty. So now it's back to the same setup. Open up the cap and use a size 8 to go in. This is tightened, this is loosened, so we allow some free space. Then we will tap this end to the nipple. Okay, and we will open up the tap. Okay, let the brake fluid flow. Same thing here, we will pump the brake. Okay, to let it flow out. Okay, we just keep doing this until it's okay. We will also want to open this up. Same thing, protect the area, because any spillage might cause damage and the pin or the plastic or the screw are rusty. Then this is the plastic cover, and this is the rubber boot. Okay, it looks pretty clean inside, so just want to suck out all this. We will use this to soak up the balance oil. Then we also soak this rusted screw oil. Okay, we gotta dismantle this setup, because now we want to break free the banjo bolt. Okay, we broke the top. Okay, but the interesting part is the bottom here. You realize the top and bottom usually should be the same size, but in this case it's 12 and 14. So I believe someone changed this before, but it's okay as long as we can break it open. Finally it broke loose. You can see it's dripping. We let it drip for a while for all the brake fluid to drip up before we comment on any other things. We can clearly tell that the previous owner or whatsoever just painted over it. You can see all the black stain here. The board is half black, half silver, but it's okay as long as it's functioning. It should be good. So we need to unscrew this out. There will be still some leakage for sure, so remember to take off both washer. You just leave it here to soak up all the excess oil. Oh, we forget to take this out. So just put the rug here to prevent it to drip. It will, for sure. Just collect this. Make sure you don't lose it. And then we are ready to pull out this cable. So we break this open and take this out. Just break it out. And we should now be able to free this cable fairly easily. Okay, so this is the old line. This is the new one. Not sure whether the length is the same. More or less it's about the same. Now we gotta fit it into the bike. So same thing, we have to fit this in. Okay, by hand. Okay, we done the same setup here. Yeah, this is loosened. And then now we got a flush from the top. So we're gonna keep doing this until it's firm. It's done, so we gotta cover up. Okay, all good to go. Now we gotta put back this front cover and then test it out, see whether it really works. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one. Bye bye.